Morning guys, today, super special day. I've been waiting for this probably for the last 5 years. As you can see, we live in a smaller apartment, so there's a lot of my stuff in the space and it's just getting a little too crowded. So I got an office space and I can get rid of all this stuff or separate it from this space. I can have a dedicated place to work, and let's go sign the lease. Moment of truth. Let's walk in.
But before I show y'all the new space, let's go back to where it all began. 10 years ago, when a young 19-year-old Johnny was cheating his way through mechanical engineering with the dream of becoming a YouTuber. I didn't know how to talk to the camera, didn't know anything about fashion, but I always focused on improving myself, and it started with fitness. Now, of course, during this time, I was still in college and I was in classes like linear algebra, fluids, and thermodynamics. I hated it. And my favorite fitness content creator at the time was Brandon Carter. The OGs know that an opportunity came to work for him. So I dropped out. I packed my bags and moved to New York City, where we operated his supplement company at the time in a WeWork. And this was my first time entering the real world, right? Everything was serious and official. We had business meetings, we had an official office space, a lounge area, and we produced a lot of content, and I had to learn along the way through YouTube. Video editing, videography, photography. YouTube truly is awesome. But one thing I haven't told many people was that I was sleeping at this WeWork. You see that? That right there is my blow-up air mattress, and here's my daily routine. I'd work with Brandon, then I'd head to Blink Fitness in Chelsea, where I'd work out and shower, come back to the office, blow up my air mattress, rinse and repeat. When I tell people that now, people get worried, might think I'm crazy, but honestly, I loved it and I didn't really care because it was New York City and I was constantly learning and growing as a man, and I tell myself every single day that one day I'd become a YouTuber and have my own office space. And fast forward a few years, I was able to go full-time on YouTube because of what I learned working with Brandon. Honestly, working with him built the foundation to where I am today. However, it was New York City, I was not financially educated, and I accumulated a lot of debt living in the city. Get yourself financially educated, guys. Although I was able to go full-time on YouTube, it would be a while before I got my own office space. So fast forward throughout the years, I was able to have a separate office space within my apartment, as that's all I could really afford at the time while building the channel. And honestly, I'm grateful to have been in that position, but it's just not the same as having a separate office space to do work. So here we are today, finally checking out the office space, and it's all because of your guys' support. So let's go check it out. Yo, this is crazy. This is actually pretty wild. This ain't even, what you guys are seeing right here, this ain't even like, not even half of it. This is probably as big as my first studio in New York City, but let me just show you guys the rest. This is what we're working with right here. This is about almost 1,000 square foot, which is quite a lot of space, and it's very nicely priced compared to New York. And as you can tell, there's a huge echo. Yo! It's probably like a 5-second tail. So here's what I'm thinking about doing to the place. Over here is going to be a photo backdrop, but it depends on the way the sunlight comes in, because that's gonna determine if I put it on this side or that side. Over here, we just brought some more stuff in. This is probably gonna be a set area, and that's where we're gonna shoot A-roll. Over here is where we're gonna shoot B-roll. I don't know if that's too bright for you guys. Let me lower the ISO. There we go, that's probably better. First issue is the sound treatment. What we're gonna do is definitely get a lot of sound blankets, a lot of acoustic treatment. So there's gonna be like a huge acoustic panel, which absorbs a lot of the sound. We're gonna get some carpet, and hopefully that should fix this. And I'm gonna need your guys' help. If you guys got any feedback on what I should do with this space, let me know. We're closer by the front entrance now. Here, I'm thinking of a giant mirror for fit pics. If you guys saw my current place, it's just getting too cramped. So I have a mirror right next to the window. When you guys saw earlier, my living space is super cramped, so I think all over here is gonna be closet. All of this as well is gonna be closet for clothes. Man, this is crazy, dude. I feel like a little kid again. It's like building a fort. Also, fellas, I want you to check out my newest timepiece. This one right here is a Casio watch. I also got a matching pair for my dad for Father's Day. He wears gold a lot. You know, we were Asian families. I wear silver a lot more. I still wear gold. My dad wears exclusively gold, so I got him a gold version from the sponsor of today's video, Macy's. So let's start with the watch. This is the A700 model. I got it in silver and gold, and at less than 80 bucks, you get a beautiful timepiece that stands the test of time. Y'all know I'm a big fan of Casio watches. I've been wearing them for years, and I've always recommended them because they have a timeless retro look at a very affordable price. It's kind of hard to beat that. And the funny part about Casio watches is I actually get more compliments on Casio watches than my more expensive timepieces. But yeah, this is water resistant and comes with this beautiful Milanese mesh bracelets, which just catches your eye. It looks way more premium than the price, and so I can daily this watch. I don't have to baby it. My dad's gonna love this timepiece, but I also have another one that I recommend that I'll talk about later. And so the next Father's Day gift idea is something that you probably might like yourself if you like to cook, and that is a magnetic knife block. This kitchen item is super underrated. You know, you have the standard knife block, which it just takes up a ton of space, because the knives stick out, the block is super huge and it's at a weird angle. The magnetic knife block stands up straight and it takes up less space. And you can magnetically hang all your knives on there. And this one specifically from Cuisinart is an entire set of knives and the magnetic knife block. And because of the strong magnet and the plexiglass, there's no way these knives are gonna hurt you. It's actually very safe. I'm definitely gonna pick one up myself after I give this to my in-laws. They're really gonna enjoy this. And I would highly recommend you get it yourself as well. Now, my next recommendation would be any Bluetooth earbuds. This one specifically is from JBL, but really any Bluetooth earbud is a solid gift. And that's because a lot of fathers, they do a lot of work with their hands. You know, they mow their lawn, they're a mechanic, they fix stuff. And the perfect thing to be doing while you're mowing your lawn is listening to some music. And so these JBL earbuds are IP54 rated, so they can handle some dust and moisture, which is perfect for working with your hands. You're gonna be sweating a lot and you don't have to worry about it. Plus, at the same time, you can answer calls. It also comes with a magnetic charging case where if you charge it for 10 minutes, you get 2 additional hours of listening time. I think every father can appreciate a pair of Bluetooth earbuds. Now, next up are these Lacoste slide. What dad cannot appreciate a pair of slides? These are mad soft, they're cozy, the strap is padded, so it's very comfortable to wear, and it's very thick and cushy. And there are several colors available so that you can pick the right one for your father figure. I don't know why I've been holding this watch the entire time, but the next and final recommendation is this G-Shock Casio watch right here at a way more affordable price than even the first watches, which are already affordable. This is the AQ230A 7AV, an easy name to remember. Now, what I like about this timepiece is that it's analog and digital, but even better, like I said, the price tag. At less than 50 bucks, you get a clean timepiece that's easily adjustable for any wrist size, no tools needed. And obviously, just the same as the other Casio watch, these come with an alarm, they come with a stopwatch. It's very practical to use. And honestly, this can pass for some formal events because of that clean, sleek look. Those are my recommendations for Father's Day gifts. I think I did a pretty good job. If you guys want to pick any of these items up, they are all linked down in the description. Full transparency, if you guys do pick one up, it does go back to supporting the channel and building out this office space if you guys use my links. So I appreciate you guys, and thank you, Macy's, for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the office build. All right, guys, day number 2. Some stuff's coming together. We just got our mirror in. As you guys saw me pulling it in. Gigantic mirror. It's gonna be sick for fit pics. Let's unbox it and set it up. I'm gonna set it down. Okay, all right. That's pretty solid. If you guys ever, you have enough space, get a TV on a TV stand with wheels. You guys can see an inception of you guys' self. Look at that. That was pretty sick. Oh, that's dope. And so whenever I am standing all the way over here, let's just say, I will have a big TV to see myself. I had this set up before, but it was just super cramped. This HDMI cable is about 25 feet long, but it's just gonna make shooting a whole lot easier than looking at that little tiny screen to see if I'm focused or not. All right guys, we got some more packages coming in. I actually got a huge industrial grade clothing rack. And this is just gonna be good for, like if I have an establishing shot of, let's just say how to style hoodies. And I have a bunch of hoodies on the rack. All the clothing racks I've gotten have been pretty small, but this one I can get pretty large. Also, let me just show you guys some of the setup. So right now we're gonna build the clothing rack. This is one of those Z-shaped ones, so it's not gonna tip over as easily, which has happened. If you guys have seen, you know that wide shot out in the desert in Vegas? Yeah, all the pants fell. And all those pants got extremely dirty. Lessons learned, you know? It's all set up. Check this out. Holds my weight. So I got a bunch of like gym stuff because I figure, you know, you can work out while you're at work. Always find the time to do some training. So I got a bunch of mats. I figured we can do this to do some sparring if some friends come over, just for like fun, you know, nothing crazy. And while I set this up, I guess I'll give you guys another update. This is pretty significant. There's a reason why we moved back to Chicago. You know, Vegas didn't work out because my family was supposed to move to Vegas as well. Parents, I should say, but it didn't work out. And you know, plans don't always go the way you want it. That's the way life goes. So we moved to Chicago because the wifey and I were expecting a kid. Your boy's gonna be a dad, and this dude's gonna be the flyest kid out there. I'm pretty stoked. It's actually due pretty soon. You know, this was a planned baby. And yeah, like I said, the original plan was my parents were supposed to go to Las Vegas. We're gonna, you know, have the family there and they're gonna help out. That didn't work out, so Chicago works out really well. You know, the wifey, she's from the Chi, so it just works out a lot better. Plus, it's actually way more affordable than New York, and you still get, honestly, probably similar, if not better, city life, just because it's cleaner, and there's actually quite a lot of artists out here. It kind of works out better because pricing-wise, the cold keeps a lot of people away. That's why New York's always popping. And you know, I got a lot of love for New York as well. It's good to have a separate space. That's why I got this office space, so you know, I can have a separate place to work, and then I can have a nice, relaxing home to go to, you know what I'm saying? If you guys got some name recommendations, let me know in the comments down below. And please, no names like Liam. No offense to Liam's, but Liam's like been a trending name for like 7 years. Everybody's naming their kid Liam, Grayson, and all that. And that's cool, but that's not my kid. But yeah, this actually aligned perfectly with Macy's sponsoring this video for Father's Day. So yeah, fellas, if you guys notice a lack of uploads, part of the reason. I also moved across the country, and I'm basically moving again, moving into this office space. So life's just been a little bit busy, but I promise you, the content's gonna be consistent. It's gonna be way better, and I got a lot of plans. And you guys are gonna be stoked for the upcoming content. Trust. And what's cool about this space is I can have other creators. I can have people come over, and we can do like transformations and all that. I have quite a lot of people, quite a lot of connections. I know a lot of people here, barbers and all that. They can come in, probably help out with the video, do a cut for someone. Yo, guys, trust me, trust me, trust me. Content's gonna be sick. I think I'm gonna institute a no shoes policy on here. And brands, y'all see me setting this whole place up, the content is gonna be much better. I'm just saying, hit your boy up. And I think it's complete. Another good benefit about this is probably gonna absorb some sound as well. Should sound a little better than earlier today. Now that it's complete, why don't we celebrate by doing some handstand push-ups. Y'all see me doing that all the time. And I don't get to fall on some hard floor. I can fall on this, which is really nice. Let's see if we can hit some. Okay. Guys, you know, the microphone was hitting my face, the jewelry is pinching me. We can hit one now. Ugh. See, that didn't hurt as bad as if I would have fallen on the hardwood floor. All right, 2, I'll count that. So fellas, that is going to conclude today's update video. Once again, I just wanna thank you guys for how much I have because you guys supporting the channel. This really is a dream come true. And seriously, fellas, if I can do it, someone that was born into poverty, you know, the rabbit hole goes deep within my life. My family used to eat out of a dumpster from this farmer's market on Snow Heights in Eubank in Albuquerque. It's actually this building right here that was in Better Call Saul. It used to be a farmer's market. Real ones will know what I'm talking about. If I can do it, so could you. All it takes is true dedication, not willy-nilly, just going for it and believing it's going to work no matter what. I promise you a ton of content is going to be coming out. And if you guys want to show some more love to the channel and to a father figure in your life, make sure you check out Macy's. All of my recommendations will be down in the description. From the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for your support, making my dreams come true. I can't wait for you guys to see what's next. So until then, stay fly, deuces.